Here I am, Adrian Thrills, cub reporter with New Musical Express on my way up from London to Coventry, home of the Rudies. The assignment? To check out the Two Tone organisation, the fastest growing independent record label in the country. Since releasing their first record last summer, all 8 Two Tone singles have been hits. And all this is happening in Coventry, of all places.
Coventry. 1027.
First stop, the old Railway Goods Office, now Horizon Studios, where one of the Two Tone bands, The Selector, are recording a single.
I was born in Jamaica and sort of came over to England when I was like 11 or so. So I had that part of the ska feel in me.
What way is the ska that you play now different from the ska of the 60s, you know?
Well, the difference is that this is a 1980s sound, which we have the old ska rhythm, and we have reggae, we have blues, and there's a bit of funk, and of course we have Janeel playing this rock guitar on top of all that, which makes the whole
it's sort of like
thing
a
so
mixture of all different, the cultures totally clashing and mixing up.
Yeah.
Because the Selector, have come up so quickly, like from nowhere. I think a lot of people tend to think that you've had it very easy, like you're all playing in bands for a long time before that and getting nowhere.
No, the thing is that we weren't sort of getting nowhere. I mean, it's sort of people they didn't really interested to come down to Coventry to see what was happening. It's like they hear about Coventry, nothing happens in Coventry. So they sort of passed. They didn't sort of really look outside London for anything else,
Some people have said, so I've heard, that ska music presents a very sort of misogynistic, anti-woman aspect. I think partly might be a hangover from like the old Prince Buster records, but I mean, what's your attitude to that?
Yeah, maybe there were a few records around at one time, like that possibly gave that opinion. One of them is this, I think, 10 Commandments of Man or something, which tends to maybe put down women a little bit, right? But I mean, what we're into is a whole different scene, I mean, let's face it, these guys wouldn't be in a band with a girl if they were really anti-women, wouldn't they,
So you got that sort of taunt from the audience, the old get 'em off brigade,
I don't think it would ever happen because that's not what I put across, and it's quite plain to them that's not what I put across. And I mean, I'm not opposed to thumping somebody.
I think one of the things about the whole two-tone thing is it's very much dance music.
Yeah, we're a dance band. We like people to move. We like people to get involved. I mean, when we're on stage, all we put out really is sort of our music and the basic feeling that's behind it, and we can't play unless we move at the same time. And it would appear that the audience can't come and watch us unless they move at the same time. So that suits us both fine, But, I mean, to say that we're just a dance band, I think, is a bit of a generalisation.
Well, no, I wasn't saying that.
No, I know you... No, I said that really, didn't I? Yeah. Well, we're not just a dance band.
People have said that,
we have things to say as well.
Next morning, I finally tracked the specials down to Two Tone HQ, home of the hits. Next to the Poodle Parlour, note said. At last, a chance to meet the board of directors of the fastest growing independent record label in the country.
This was our inspiration.
Turn the back, turn around.
Jerry, the history of
you turn around, Jerry. Turn around.
Now, this is a record which Brad gave to me when I shared a house with Brad.
Lent.
That's what the whole thing's been about, really, isn't it? Sort of mixture of various styles, like a bit of punk influence in it.
Yeah. Well, that was Roddy and Terry's contribution, really. On to Terry now.
We were one of the first punk bands in Coventry.
That's when you were in Squad, weren't you?
Yeah. We used to support the Wild Boys.
I used to see him dress up with pins with his jacket turned inside out, right, with a pin and a great big shadow going down there. So I said, what's the game, right? Because I just heard about the punk thing. So it was funny seeing him being a punk, right?
Yeah. You played in soul bands as well, hadn't you?
Yeah, but I hated punk. I just couldn't see the point in it at all.
What sort of brought you like into contact with sort of people like Linval and Neville?
Well, reggae, because I got into
Yeah.
sort of playing reggae a few years ago, and that's, from a drummer's point of view, it's a great style, a great rhythm to get involved with, because you can sort of stretch out, be more creative within it, and it also there is a focal point more for the drummer, although the public don't really bother about it so much. You can do more, you can do more with reggae.
What about some of the lyrics? Like, it sort of seems to me that there's two things running through, and one of them is sort of very much anti-violence. I mean, sort of mindless violence, like Message to Rudy and Concrete Jungle, sort of both very against that sort of thing. I mean, what are your feelings about that? Like, some of your gigs, like, you've had some...
Concrete Jungle.
Some trouble, but...
Roddy. Explain that.
Yeah, how did you come to write that?
It's about living in a rough part of town, so going out and getting beaten up. No,
does that sort of stem from personal experience? Like?
Yeah. You write songs about things you feel yourself, or you've been through.
Police car and a screaming siren, pneumatic drill and a ripped up concrete, baby wailing, stray dog howling, screeching brakes and lamp light blinking. That's entertainment, that's entertainment. Smash of lights and a rumble of boots, electric train and a ripped up phone booth, paint splattered walls and the cry of a tomcat, lights going out and a kick in the balls. I said, that's entertainment, that's entertainment. Days of speed and slow time Mondays, worn down with rain on a boring Wednesday, watching the news and not eating your tea, freezing cold flats and death on the walls. I say that's entertainment, that's entertainment. Wake up at 6 a.m. in a cold warm morning, open the windows and breathing in petrol, an amateur band rehearsing in a nearby yard, watching the telly and thinking about your holiday. That's entertainment, that's entertainment. Waking up from a bad dream and smoking cigarettes, cuddling a warm girl and smelling still perfume. Hot summer's day and a sticky black tarmac, feeding ducks in the park and wishing you were far away. That's entertainment, that's entertainment. scream of midnight. Two lovers missing the tranquility of solitude, getting in a cab and traveling on buses, reading graffiti about slash seat affairs. I say that's entertainment. That's entertainment.
They are the Space Invaders. You've seen them in your local, you've seen them in your clubs, you've even seen them in schools. And now you can see them on television. We have 2 Space Invader machines, that's the original game, and an Asteroids machine, which takes the battle a stage further. My guests tonight are going to stake their considerable reputations against the machines that have ensnared addicts throughout the country. Now, come on, Derek, I want to see you have a go at this, because I can't do it. Now, this is actual Space Invaders, isn't it?
No, but they can't play. Look, he's pretending to wear a blindfold.
Oh, I want to see... Come on, you.
So he's wearing a blindfold.
Have you ever played this before?
Come on, let's have a go.
How do we do? Do we put some money in?
2 players?
Any money? The BBC are so mean, there's no money to play. How do we play? How do we go?
Which one
Press
works?
the button. Press
God,
the
the
button.
BBC can't even make these
Hang on.
work.
Oh, we're away.
We're
Here we are.
Push 1 or 2 buttons.
That's Asteroids. That's
The trouble is, they move so
Here
fast.
we go. Who's going to go first? You're going to go first.
You will. Hang on.
You get lots of little sort of spaceships come up on the screen.
Fire.
Press.
Stop it!
You can't play.
The thing is, with my band on tour, there's an excuse that, oh, I want to go to the loo at every service station down the motorway.
Really, they can't
And half
play.
an hour
They've got
later,
where
you're
the
wondering where the band is, and they're all playing these disgusting machines. They're an addiction.
After all the years of having had a pretty good run in the rock world, which is obviously still continuing, do you, in fact, find getting praise from
Well, it
different
was a limp
sources?
rather than a run. Awkward at best, but...
But you must be almost blasé about praise from rock papers, or at least the intelligent ones. Are you, in fact, much more thrilled by the audience response at Broadway? Is it a totally new excitement for you?
Praise from rock papers has never been a gift given unto me. But,
or indeed to anybody.
No, indeed. It's no. Some have been.
Well, say the
actually
audience.
Very fair.
I mean, there was
yeah.
there
Listen,
was a
yes,
great
quite
ovation.
so. I've had a terrific audience that have been staunchly loyal, in the main part, to what I've done and the changes that I've taken, which have been quite, as you know, diverse to say the least. And there have been a sort of a knotty band that have sort of stayed with me through all of that. And so I don't think... I've tried never to feel self-satisfied with what I've been doing, which has prompted me to keep on moving in different directions. But it certainly was an incredible fulfillment for me to be able to do something so-called legitimate. In fact, undergo that kind of discipline and find that I could withstand it and work within somebody else's very strict confines.
Are you getting people saying, I enjoyed your performance, but I hadn't even heard of you before? I mean, is this possible?
That element has crept into it, yeah. There have been some regular theatre goers who've come and said, well, they had heard of me,
the name, but didn't know
in
your
some
work.
either perverse fashion or or some kind of really corrupted idea of what I was about.
Right.
And I suppose they've got a different impression of me now. Little do they know.
How long will you do the part for on Broadway?
2 hours. Then I go to bed and I do it.
How many 2 hours will you do?
About, I don't think I could personally go past Christmas. I know I'm tied up till Christmas.
So that's quite a run.
So
I'd
it's
say.
a long run.
Yeah.
But I mean, for somebody who's as sort of grasshoppery by nature as myself, it's a long run.
And would you like to go back to the stage on something else in due course?
Not particularly, no. I've learned an awful lot just in the few weeks that I've been doing this. I hope that I can explore the part even further. Good heavens, if I don't, then I'll be sort of wasting a lot of time. I would like to be more adventurous with the part. I've been sticking very tightly to the way I first wanted to interpret the thing. Whilst all this palaver has gone on about press and opening nights and whatever, now things are relaxing more.
Sure.
I would like to stretch out into it more. There are certain avenues I would like to follow that I haven't had the courage to do so yet, but now I sort of will probably take advantage.
Now, simultaneously, you happen to have a brand new album just out, which has already been a huge hit in England. Is it actually out here in the States
It's
yet?
just out a week or so, yeah.
Just out.
Yeah.
And the title of that is Scary Monsters, and of course one might feel there's some link between that title and the fact that you play something that could be described as a scary monster in the play, but is that just coincidence?
Synchronicity. Synchronicity. I mean,
what does synchronicity mean?
It's exactly what you said. Kind of a coincidence that it's... well, let's go into the Jungian side of it. It's something I was working on, as I say, before the thing actually was cemented. It's quite likely that the idea of Elephant Man did stay with me as a title, but I know, just on my memory reference, that it actually came from a Kellogg's Cornflakes packet. On the back, they were giving away. It said, "Buy your copy of." No, but a copy. You don't get a copy. Well, these days you may well get a portfolio of Kellogg's Cornflakes. Buy your packet of Kellogg's Cornflakes, and inside you will find scary monsters and superheroes. So you presumably found Supermen and Nosferatus in your mouth. And as I was writing a New York album, it seemed the perfect sort of collective title for the bits and pieces I was writing on it.
Were you surprised at the enormous...
So it was, yes, coincidentally.
Yeah. Were you surprised at the huge success of the single in England?
Frankly, yes, I was.
Do you think your video had a lot to do with it?
I don't know. I really don't know. I would tend to believe, to be honest about it, I suppose that Major Tom was a sort of there's a comfortable feeling with him, being such a sort of an old figure of mine. I mean, he goes back to 68, 69, whenever it was. I guess that sort of a lot of people still have some kind of empathy with him, because he became a little sort of bouncy hero. I just wanted to sort of bring him up to date a little bit and put him in a Victorian nursery rhyme kind of atmosphere, even though it's not Victorian. It has that queasiness of some of those ring-a-ring-a-roses, this is about the plague and we're all going to drop down dead, boom, kind of thing about it, which is what I did with the piece.